Good morning, little girls. How did you sleep last night? I got up throughout the night checking on them. Last time was about 4:30 this morning. Some of them were still playing. I thought, yeah, they're night owls like me. All right, let's go check the big coop. Steve got it cleaned out today. And I'll show you guys the ones that are new, what the coop looks like. It's a beautiful sun-shining day today. I think it's going to get up to about 70. So, there's where Willow is buried. Still miss her. Probably always will. But anyway, this, for those of you that might be new or haven't seen our big chicken coop, we bought this, well, 6-7 years ago. And yeah, it's been wonderful. But as I was saying yesterday about the way the runs are built, this one right here was built first, and then Steve built this one, and it has like, it's attached, of course, and there's like a man door size there that you can go through to both of them. Let me go around the other side. Okay, so hey, chicks. They look so huge. Seeing those little tiny ones. But anyway, let me show you here. This is the main one. And then right inside there, you can tell that, it's opened up and they can go through both sides. So what we thought about doing is just making a small coop at the end here for the baby chicks. And that way we could put a screen door up inside there, and the big ones wouldn't be able to get in. Now these are the only ones that we have left. So 3 hens and our rooster Romeo. Yeah, this one is Susie. She was named after Susie from out west homestead. And then Juliet. And I don't know what Steve calls. I always called her Goldie, but I'm not sure what he calls her. But they are huge, you guys. Yeah, they're big. And only one of them has started laying this year. We don't have our chickens produced through the winter. You can do that by adding light to their coop. But we don't. We just let nature take its course, and they take a break. And I think everything needs a break. And they definitely do, because when they're producing eggs, it takes a lot of energy. So this is where they, whoops, sorry about that, where they lay the eggs. And there's, out of these, 6 boxes, even when we had a bunch of chickens, they would only pick 1 or 2 of the boxes. I'm going to go ahead and go over this since it's been such a long time since I've made a video about it. But when we put this coop in, let me zoom up. Can you see the wire down there? Steve put that hardware wire, and it goes underneath, it goes all the way about a foot underneath, and it comes out this way, so that animals cannot dig into underneath the coop. And you know, like they say, if there's mice, rats, whatever, they can't get into it. And then when we bought this, it also had regular screening. You can probably still see it inside of there. But we put hardware cloth over top all the windows, and that has kept anything from getting in, because you know, a raccoon or anything can go through a regular screen, but it cannot get through this hardware cloth. And that's exactly what we put on all the run, both sides there. And it also goes underneath the ground. Also, we have it on top of the run. So we haven't lost chickens to predators. Might have lost one, and that's when that door was tore up over on the other side. But you can see that hardware cloth all the way around. Alright, this is the back window, and it had that chicken wire, as you can see right there. But Steve went on the inside and put hardware cloth so that nothing could get through, because the chicken wire, you know, it is tough, but it's not near as tough as the hardware cloth is. So we've got that opened up since it's a beautiful day. And then that tube thing that you see running, we ran electric, well, I say we, but Steve ran electric from the garage, which is, you know, this is the garage. And he put electric into the chicken coop. And there you see the hardware cloth and stuff. All right, let's go in. This one was built by Lakeside, and there's tons of different companies that make these things. It also has a lock. We don't ever lock it. It's kind of hard for me to hold on. I have to use two hands to get that thing. All right, so this is the inside. We put a concrete block down there as a step. Let me see if I'm gonna do it on the wide lens here. All right. The board up there that you see, Steve put that up right after we got it, because we had chickens flying up in there, and they would lay eggs up inside of there, and we wouldn't be able to get to them. So Steve had to put both of those boards up. They've been up there the whole time. That painting, it's rather dirty. Look at all the cobwebs on it. I did that as a joke. You know, because when you're a teenager, you have your heartthrob pictures on your wall. And I thought that would be cute for the girls to have their heartthrob picture. But so what we do is, trying to hold this door open. Okay, so Steve, it came with these boards as the purchase. And underneath, Steve put a board here to keep, you know, because when they're sitting there at night, they are constantly going to the bathroom. And so we buy that. This is called the coffee grounds, and it is for animal bedding, and it's used grounds that this company gets. Boy, it has went up in price. I think when we first started getting it, it was not very much at all, $7-8 a bag, and now it's like $17 a bag. But it really is nice, because Steve keeps a kitty litter scooper, and he can clean out those coffee grounds, and it smells wonderful in here. It smells just like a big cup of coffee. It smells good. And then he can sometimes he'll put sand under it, and then the coffee grounds to save money, you know, from the coffee grounds. And then we use just the wooden chip things here. Now, all through the winter, we keep their water in a crock pot and keep it on low, and then plug it in, and it keeps their water from freezing, keeps them, they've constantly got warm water. Now, we did all of the things about the chicken water thing. Matter of fact, that's what this was right here, that green thing, and it didn't last no time. So we've had that crock pot for I don't know how many years, and to me, I would suggest that. If you don't have one that is older, you can just go to, a thrift store and find one. Then we hang up the food here, as you can see, keep it off the ground, and it's at their level, so they don't make so much of a mess with it, and they don't waste as much. So that's a good thing. And then you can see the electric right up there on that wall below that big wide window. And there's where the girls come in and out. So yeah, this was if you're gonna raise chickens, ours are mostly for a hobby. It's a good idea to invest in something good. I wanted them to be comfortable, and our neighbors down there, you can see, he just builds small coops off the ground, and that's where all of his are at. So you do whatever you can. The reason I was able to afford this nice coop is I had waited for years to get my disability, and when I got it, I got back pay, and we knew that this was something that we were wanting to do. So that's what we did. We spent I don't even remember what we paid for it, probably a whole lot less than they are now, but to us it was a really good investment. And like I said, it's more of a hobby for us. We enjoy the chickens. We would like to, when the 20 of them that we have now, when they get big enough to start laying, we would like to build up one of those little self-serve egg vendor type of things, where people, you've probably seen them. I'll try to put a picture up here of what I'm talking about, but we would like to build one of those and keep it stocked with eggs for people. And I figure, if we get someone comes in and takes them without leaving cash, then that just means they need it more than we did, So yeah, they're enjoying the shade now. You had enough of the sunshine, or are you just wondering what I was doing in your house, huh? Yeah, so all of this stuff back here that looks a mess, this tote is one that one of the chickens was getting picked on, and Steve cut out that hole, and we would set that aside where the other chickens couldn't get to her. And you can go back and watch videos. I have them all listed under, I think it's chickens or something like that. And we ended up buying a big dog kennel for that chicken and put that inside with her roost and all that stuff. And I think that was the one that actually did get killed by a predator. I believe it was probably a raccoon. And that was sad because we had done so much to save that chicken and medicated her head and stuff where they had pecked at her, because there is a pecking order, and someone like me that loves animals, it hurts your heart when it happens, but it's something that happens. And we tried to remedy it, and it didn't work. So now on, we're just they're gonna have to fend for themselves, because all that money was just spent and it didn't help. So anyway, so we had a chair in here beside that, and the top of it came off. We need to get in there and clean that out. But then this little thing was a toy, like a little gym that you could put like an apple at the bottom. Hello, Romeo. And they could do things. There's swings and stuff on it, and our chickens never played with that. They would stand up on the edges here and perch and would perch for, through the day, and they'll sit on this chair down here and just to get up on higher higher ground. And then inside here, Steve put that and one over on this side. And they love to sit on those throughout the day too. They like to be up high and look around. All right, so I think that's it. And if you have any questions, ask Romeo. He'll definitely be wanting to tell you all about it, huh, Romeo? Romeo actually came from our neighbors down here. And we had a bunch of hens at that time, and he wanted to come up here and be with them. So they gave him to us. And he's been a good boy. He's very, very nice. He doesn't bother you. You can walk right in there. You can walk in there, do whatever you want. The only thing he doesn't like is when we have to get one of the girls, say like if they've got something wrong with their foot and just wanting to check it out. He doesn't like us to go near his girls. But he's never attacked us or anything like that. So he's a good boy. Made this memory garden. It's pretty in the summertime when the flowers bloom. But look, last year I had 3 rows of Sharons come up in there. And I said this before, they usually come up and they're just like little twigs, and they usually don't even make it. Well, my goodness, those 3 came up and have thrived. I don't think that we're going to leave them there, because that's what those are. Those are rows of Sharons, and they get really big. And I really don't want 3 of them. They'll be bunched up and they'll be like one massive tree. And also it would block our back door here. And I don't think I really want to do that. So yeah, I hate to pull them up. They're probably got some pretty good roots on them. I might be able to leave one. We'll see. But anyway, the memory garden was for the person that passed away, and Steve received their liver. And I had that stone made for that person in memory of them, and for Steve, of course. So when it gets warmed up and everything starts blooming, I'll show you guys the garden again. Or you can go back, watch some of the old videos if you want. It's got plenty of footage of that. Okay, girlies. Mama was just out looking at your future home, checking things out. Yep. Okay, Dad's already changed your water, and looks like I'm going to have to change it again. Yeah. They get things so dirty, so fast. But yeah, there's 20 of them in there. And they all did great. I'm so happy about that. I said the little girls look like they've got eyeliner on. They're so adorable. Gorgeous, gorgeous coloring, isn't it? Something about baby chicks that just kind of makes you feel like all is right with the world. They're so soft and cuddly. Yeah, they're trying to get away from my phone. Looks like crackers on that plate, but it's just those wood chips.